Hey Libra, how's it going? I'm Suffrage Jerome, and I'm here to tell you about your February 2019 horoscopes and what's going to happen. Who knows? No, it's up to you. It's up to you what's going to happen. But you may find this month you're having a bit of an attitude adjustment about a few things. You may find you're changing direction in how you're seeing things or thinking about things, which isn't actually that unusual for a Libra because you do tend to change your mind a lot, which gets frustrating for other people. Yet, unlike a Gemini who just changes their mind all the time for well, they always have their reasons, but we often don't know what they are. Whereas Libra, you get changeable mind because you're able to see situations, you see the big picture of situations, and you listen to people on both sides of situations. And you may find yourself siding with both sides, and so it seems like you're changeable or changing direction because you do kind of get where both sides are coming from. So this can make people call you a fence sitter, or they think you don't care because you're not making a decision right away for dealing with stuff, but you're weighing things out. You're the scales. You're trying to figure out what's best. And certainly when it comes to your day-to-day life, figure out what's best for you because you have to live your own life and live in your own shoes and deal with your own crap. But when it comes to the big picture, it can be difficult to figure out what's best for everyone because everyone's so different and not everyone wants the same thing. And I think we only have to look at the United States to see how that's all going down because the United States has become the divided states over the last few years. And maybe they always have been because, there was a civil war 100 years ago and stuff, right? So there's always been unrest for what is best for everyone. And so you could see Libra kind of checking all this out. A lot of Libras are very political. You can think in terms of like Mark Hamill or Carrie Fisher, how Mark Hamill's very vocal in his political ideals, especially on Twitter. And then Carrie Fisher, who died a couple years ago, sadly, until her death, she was always in the no, I don't want to say limelight, but the spotlight of various concerns. Whereas Mark Hamill's kind of reappeared after the Star Wars stuff started up again about 4 years ago when Disney bought Star Wars. So he started getting on social media and getting his voice out and using his platform. Whereas Carrie Fisher never stopped. She from a very young age, from a teenager, she was very outspoken, and she's also as a writer. So she not only in films but her books. So she's always been very outspoken about mental health and things like that. And though she may have seemed a little flip-floppy or wishy-washy, that's the nature of the Libra, because again, they look at all the different sides of things. So you can use them as kind of benchmarks of two different types of Libras, but who kind of operating on the same thing, which is to educate and inform other people. They're very big communicators because they're an air sign, and air signs are communicators, and we don't shut up. I'm an air sign too, not a Libra though. But anyway, so coming up to Valentine's Day may or may not matter to you because you have bigger fish to fry. And these little benchmark holidays, of course, Libras are very romantic people too. And if you got a Libra in your life, you better darn well make sure that you do recognize Valentine's Day, and especially if it's a Libra lady, make sure you present her with some very nice flowers or clothes or a book, maybe a new computer program or video game, whatever. Okay? Anyways, Libra, things look good for you this month. Just stay on track, stay on target, and don't let people get you down because we need more Libras in the world to look at both sides of things and then speak their minds so that their philosophies can get out here in the world too, to for us to either embrace or say, no way, man. Bye.